What's good, people? What's up, friends of the Feather Touch on that leather volleyball? I'm Jason DeBilius, and welcome to Courtside. This is the Porsche, whatever you call it, qualifier, AVP qualifier, the last of the championship series of the three. This side of the net, you have Slick and Allen. The other side of the net, you have Tim Bomgren and Troy Field, and that's an ace. This is the second switch. This is the first point on the second switch. Score is 7-8. This is the final for the qualifier of just two extremely, really good main draw teams. So mentioning qualifier and these four competitors in the same sentence feels awkward in its own. Beautiful shot. Billy the Artist Allen. Billy Allen, a local favorite, and if you take a look at Seattle, their last few championships, he was like a god. Pretty nice pass by Bomgren. Tim Bomgren reads the switch. Cut shot. Score is now 9-8. Once again, thank you for joining me in promotion with Day. That's Renee Marcellus. That's her Facebook handle. She's live streaming this, and we're kind of co-promoting it. I'm doing a little bit of a director's cut on my end, and she's just doing the live action. Big up to her for making all of this happen. Cross court, relative ease. Billy Allen doesn't even look like he's sweating right now. It's his third match. Stafford slick, pretty good jump to serve to space, particularly his jump serve. That one's a jump floater, and hot reading that is Tim Bomgren, and again, same cut, same results, clean shot. I'll give you the bracketology in a moment, as well as live scores from the other court. So Slick and Allen, I take that back. They actually had a bye, and they won one match. Certainly explains why he looks fresher, and nice takeoff and jump by Billy Allen. And I got to tell you something about Billy Allen. When he's on like this, and you've seen him in Seattle, you've seen him in various tournaments, he's not on for one set or like one match. He's like this for a tournament. There's a jump floater. Outside set Tim, cross court Bomgren's one. Free ball situation, and that ball goes out of bounds. And there you have it. There's your technical timeout. Two evenly matched teams trying to get into the main draw. Access to the other game, please let me know, and we can share it with everyone on this thread. I know Reed Pretty films a lot of his own matches. There's the option by Stafford Slick. Striking first blood after the technical timeout is Slick and Allen. Stafford Slick, Billy Allen. Wow, left shoulder serve. Handled carelessly by Troy Field. And there's the option. And exploding right into our living room is Stafford Slick. Stopping the bleeding, at least for now. It's Troy Field, Tim Bomgren. Troy Field, one of the fan favorites coast to coast. Tim Bomgren, very popular in the Midwestern scene. Played with his brother Brian and has now become a hit man for hire. Made the finals with Taylor Crabb. I think played with Cam Shaw, got pretty far playing with Troy Field. I believe in New York they made the finals or semifinals. You guys can chime in and tell me. Another left shoulder serve just to see if he J-hooks another one, but that was handled a little bit better, and wow, taking the elevator to the penthouse was Troy Field. Troy Field has come a long way. I was following him in the qualifier all the way up to Orlando Air Rosario in the Manhattan Beach Open a couple of years ago. To a main draw attraction. He was hungry. He was hungry back then. He still remains hungry now. First time I met him, he came up to me and asked me if he wanted me to him to film a game while I was recording another match, and I said sure. I gave him my camera, and he basically contributed to NY Varsity Sports, get as many of these qualifier matches filmed as possible. And that was really real. I've liked him then, and I like him now. Man is driven by passion and virtue, and it's very, very hard not to cheer for him. Oh, sorry, Jeremy. Let's do this. This is the first set. I'll do more than tell you this, girl. I'll just show you. Whoa, there's a jump in. Troy Field puts the clamps. Now trails within one. I mean, so that's not Jeremy, that's Craig. Craig Utech. Or Utech. Whoops. Nice option by Billy Allen, who I mentioned before has been on fire since he set foot in Long Beach, next to the convention center. So I can wipe more of it and show you the AVP qualifier sign, or just say to hell with it and give you more of our people. Serve to zone one, right shoulder serve to a lefty. I thought that was a pretty good serve. It's got to go against the grain, and that ball was in. Wow. There's the one over, the lollipop, if you will. (17-14), and I like a timeout here. If I'm Bomgren and Fields, if they haven't already used one, which I don't think they did. Educating the masses, you're allowed one timeout apiece for each set, not including the technical timeout, which... Oh, there might be a discussion on that dig after this. I heard a whole bunch of yelling, but I'm not sure if that's coming from another court, but... Whoa, thrown down by Stafford, but self-covered. Bomgren, cross court. Got it. We're back from the timeout. Score is 18-14. Billy Allen really playing well. Stafford Slick has been streaky on his blocking, but his offense has been automatic. His aggressiveness has been unrelenting, but I think the bottom line, if you had to ask me to pick a common denominator, whoa! Great block, much needed block. Troy Field and Tim Bomgren. They need another dig. They need another block or an ace, something to get into this game before the switch. Or, as I said before, Billy Allen's the common denominator here. He's been the one playing lights out volleyball, and I think I say that for every team that I've watched play the entire day. He's been automatic, and there's an ace. Wow. Oh no, that's an ace. It was so like anticlimactic. I thought there was like a foot fault or something. No, there's an ace. A little bit of a J hook on the pass, and wow, Mystic Mac here, right? Saying they need an ace and maybe a block and get back into this game before the switch. So let's have a little fun, people. I called an ace and a block. Let's see if a block comes next. If he gets a block, I'm gonna drink. See this thing? I'm gonna drink. Here's the jump floater. They go to Tim Bomgren. Bomgren off the back set. Bomgren, wrist away. Cross court. 1916's the switch. But wrist away means drink. Let's check out the live scoring in the other court while they're switching. Match is over. That match is over, and it looks like... Well, I don't know what the hell it looks like. Let me view the bracketology to see who moved on. Very nice up and down set. Stafford slick loves the set to the antenna, but everything on the inside, I don't see him hitting or executing the lob as well as the up and down. Reed Pretty and David Lee moved on. Okay, they're moving on to the second final bracket. That match is gonna happen pretty much after this one. Nice lemon to lemonade. There's a lemon pass, there's a lemonade set, and Tim Bomgren, all he had to do was add water. Set point opportunity number 2. Against the number 1 seed in the qualifier, Slick and Allen. Whoa, Stafford. Little paralysis through analysis. He was in the air thinking Troy was going to jump in. Went to wrist away cross, and Troy faked the jump in and just stayed where he was. And intelligently enough, I love early timeouts. People watching on the balcony in their hotel. It was... Wow, it was nostalgic, a match that they almost pulled out. Here's set point opportunity number 2. And Slick. Look, react, attack. You can do all that thinking on your own time, Stafford. Great job. There's set number 1. Guys, let me tell you something. Rosie's Raiders are the coolest people in the world, and anyone playing volleyball, particularly in this circuit or next year or last year or this year, would love to have those guys. You want to have those guys on your team, trust me. They're fun to party with. Slick and Allen get on the board. They're fun to party with. Tower 12. Karaoke night, multiple nights. The guy to pretty much one of the elder statesmen of Rosie's Raiders. He's out there all the time, man. And he's like, hey, man, let me buy you a drink. And I'm like, man, you guys are chill. I love you guys to death. Thank you. Left shoulder serve. Goes to Troy Field. Troy Field. Luft balloons right into Billy Allen's defense. Billy Allen. Man, I don't even know what was more impressive. Free ball opportunity. Allen on the attack. Looking for 2. Cut. Sees the switch. Wow, all it took was a little twitch, a little jerk step by Tim Bomgren, and that was all Billy Allen needed to masterfully cut over the block. You asked me what the story of the game is. The story of this game, if not the tournament, is Billy Allen. This man has the Midas touch. Everything he's touched has been golden. Another left shoulder serve, and that's an okay pass. Troy Field on the up and down, and man, Stafford Slick would love to have that back, but nonetheless, getting on the board. Troy Field, Tim Bomgren. Chris Ships, my sponsor. This game is sponsored by Cali Bear, CBD Life. There's a serve that trickles into the middle of the tape and back in business. It's Allen and Slick. Billy Allen played with Stafford Slick 2017. And I believe all if not most of last year. But I do remember them making the finals 3 times and finally winning one. They were in New York, Seattle, and San Francisco, and I believe he won with Stafford Slick in Seattle. And I believe he won the year before with Theo Brunner. So all things Seattle when it comes to Billy Allen. Chris Ships, my man. Anyone want to see a good match and watch and see if you're an older person and you want to win that qualifier match first round, I bring your attention to Chris Ships and Bobby Jones. You take your time, you take a knee, you polish your sunglasses, you drink some water, You pretend to be sick, you get sick for real, you throw up, make the match about an hour and 20 minutes, and you'll win 2-1. Oh my God, I'm teasing him. I'm teasing you. We got 3 up in this second set. Slick and Allen, winners in the first set, 21-18. There's a free ball situation, getting a lot of those, and Slick, sometimes, there he goes again, thinking. What did I tell you about thinking, Stafford Slick? Set your partner. I love the option, but you had little to no peripheral court vision on that, and you guessed, and that was incorrect. Boy, am I being hard on people today, but hey, come on. This is volleyball. For everybody listening at home, I think we all agree. You come on, you attack a volleyball player with volleyball. Beautiful shot. Side out machine. It's been Stafford Slick. I think the other thing about Stafford Slick and Billy Allen that's given them success in this tournament, small sample size. I mean, they've only played 1 match so far. This is their second match, but thus far what I've seen, Stafford Slick is much improved in holding his platform. A lot of times you'll see him J-hook it or just jab at it or tap it, and sometimes when you do that, it gives the ball a mind of its own. The up and down action sometimes is too fast, or sometimes it pops straight up and then Billy's out of system. And Billy's a good setter. He's going to bring all of these things back in system, but really you want your court vision to, and consistency with your visualization to be everything eyes front and not be looking up and down and looking up and down. You're not a baseball pitcher, you're a volleyball player, for Christ's sakes. Jump floater, Troy Field. They go to Slick. Slick loves that crossbody cut back and well scattered out by Troy. Take the field away field. 5-4, 6-4. All of the men's courts are going to be on this court, court 2, unless they're behind. If they're behind, they might start it on court 1. And for me, I'll be sad. I'm co-promoting this with Dade Sports, whose Facebook handle is actually providing the live stream for us. I'm calling this match from my command center. I'm going to keep saying the word command center until my wife repeats it. She refuses to call it a command center. She won't even stoop to calling it a man cave. There's the up and down, and that ball lands in. And there's a great block by Stafford Slick. Looks like 6-6, people. There's a little bit of a drifter on this set, and Tim Bomgren. Nice last-minute decision. Sometimes you got to challenge that line over, and way off the ground on that jump was Tim Bomgren from the brothers Bomgren. Anyone that's ever seen Tim's kid, man, it's the cutest little round-headed thing I've ever seen. I take that back. My kid's the cutest thing anyone's ever seen, but man, as far as like that little cute baby boom thing going, kid's got it. Pretty sure he's bumping, but he's probably receiving serve right now. If Tim's the kind of father I think he is. Pretty sure that kid's likes hitting with both hands and receiving serve. It's like, Jason, he's 3 years old, relax. I'm like, I don't know. 7-7. Score doesn't really tell the momentum of the game right now. I still think a lot of the momentum is going to Slick and Allen, and they're very good. They've been very, very good with constant pressure. There's a back set. Tim, wrist away worked before, creates a free ball situation now. Here's the up and down. Troy, line over. Another free ball situation. Looking to get to 8 first. Got it. First time I saw Tim Bomgren, actually, they provide, Wapaka, the boat ride tournament, provided video footage of grass court 3s. was like 2015, and I think it was the tournament from 2014. So had a chance to watch him and his brother play grass threes. And then a year later, I'm from New York, got to see him at the Hudson, at the pier, free ball situation. Wow, they thought that play was done in Stafford. Pretty much cleaned up the mess on that one. He and his brother Brian, they were playing together at the time, and nice mixture of setting predominantly with both thumbs and deep dishing the ball at the same time. It's got to be the most bizarre technique I've ever seen for an overhead set. But if the net result is the hitter's able to hit it, give the hitter a look at the court, I don't think anyone cares. The net result, par for the course. 9-8. Sorry about that, people. And that's the J-hook I was talking about that Stafford Slick kind of reverts back into. And his skill set is so tight, like, he gets it, you know? But what it does, it gives the ball other options. Sometimes when he does that, it shoots off one of his forearms and it darts towards the net faster, and Billy has to chase it down. Now Billy's not using his hands. Sometimes it pops straight up and Billy has to follow it. So I'd like for him to do two things. I'd like for him to, when he angles his platform like that, face his angle, leaves the left shoulder up, right shoulder down. And the second thing is, you want him to hold his platform. Holding his platform gives the ball the pass a little bit more hang time in the air and allow the setter to not only set his partner, but use his peripherals for an option. And, I mean, I'm not trying to make a straw man argument. I haven't seen Stafford Slick J-hook very many passes today. That's in fact, his serve receive is the one thing that I thought has and allowed them to enjoy this level of success. Easy dig by Billy Allen, but wow, let's see what happens here. I don't know if they're looking for an over the net call on that, but I don't know. In my playing experience as a coach, once someone decides to perform an offensive maneuver and not set their partner, that's fair game. No rep's going to call over the net on that one. We're one away from the technical timeout. Wow. A little bit rushed, a little bit careless by Stafford Slick, but maintaining a 1-point lead during this technical timeout is Slick and Allen, leading 1-0 in the set and 1-0 in the match. Billy Allen, Stafford Slick. Let's go to our live scores. Don't have a rewind function on this, but I'm definitely interested in the question. Hit out of the middle, Doug. Looking to strike first off the technical. Bombs away, but that bomb, unfortunately, luff balloons long. And striking blood on the second set. This second set, Slick and Allen. Great block by Stafford Slick, but that's definitely partially Bomgren's fault. Bomgren looked like he was jumping for power, but somewhere at the last minute went shot. And sometimes when you go shot in your body, your psychology, your body cooperates with your psychology. Everything in your body language doesn't say power anymore, it just says shot. And Slick was able to get up on the block higher than Bomgren did on the approach. Very uncharacteristic error of Tim Bomgren on that, but Stafford, again, showing discipline. Much credit to him on that block. Wrist away, and that's an ace! What a serve, says Stafford Slick, and Troy Fields like, I don't know about what a serve. Ref, you need to come over here and take a look at this. Right now the score is 14-10 tentatively, but because my swipe down function on my scoreboard is sucking right now, I want to wait before I actually click it. I'm using ScoreCam. For anyone that's wondering about my scoreboard, I'm basically doing ScoreCam and using a wipe down motion for that, and that's how I'm making that happen on my video switcher. And does the ref stick to their guns? Does the top and bottom ref Make this call official. Troy Field fighting a loser's argument on that, but at the same time, he is creating a little bit of a momentum breaker. Maybe get Allen a miss, or maybe Allen to get some touch, something off his serve. I think the older the player you are, the more they know the argument's not winnable. It's just about getting the referee to maybe sway a 50-50 thing going their way. Who knows? Let's see. Calling to Joey. Calling, don't miss your short serve. Put in hard serve net again. Bomgren up and down Troy Field. That had a little aggression on it. Landing was kind of funny, but I guess that's what happens when you're a goofy foot, right? What's a goofy foot? For everybody listening at home, a goofy foot is an old surfer's term that translated to volleyball. Basically, for a right-hander, you have a left-hander's approach. Instead of left, right, left, you're going right, left, right, and then you're hitting with your right. It is, I wouldn't say extremely rare or extremely uncommon. You do see it, you know, and everybody's like not at the high level. Yeah, you kind of do see it at the high level. I bring your attention to Phil Dalhouser. Phil Dalhouser is a goofy foot. Phil Dalhouser, anyone watching his steps, he has a lefty approach, hitting with his right. Anyone who sees Lion King, Samoilov from Latvia, lefty approach, hits with his right. And here we are, just the same. Troy Field, lefty approach, hits with his right. And the goofy foot of the approach is, as you know, high-level players have enjoyed some success on that. Karch Karai was interchangeable. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It was, boy, someone's honking a horn on that one. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. You ever watch the '84 Olympics? You'll see Karch approach, and I'm like, wow, okay, Karch is has a lefty approach. And there's your switch. I believe that's 15-13. And then you watch one play later, then Karch does a traditional approach. You're like, okay, I'm seeing things. Okay. And then the next play, I'm like, he just did it again. He just goofy approached it. So Karch is one of the few players I see that switch up. You'll see players that do traditional on their jump serve and goofy foot hit. I don't know if I haven't watched Phil Dalhouser closely enough to actually label him as one of those. You guys chime in. Wow, nice free ball, and that's the option I like Stafford Slick taking. The option where you can use your peripheral vision. You can see the movement on front row block, and you can see a ton of movement on the back row. That's the kind of option pass hitting on two that I like to see Stafford Slick do. 16-13. Goofy's also snowboarding, huh? Okay, got it. Wow, Tim Bomgren. That's a power jump. Took something off of the shot, but sometimes gravity takes over. There you have it. Trailing only by 2 in this set, but they got to get going. They really have to get going because there's no scoring freeze. You play the side-out game with these two, the way they've been siding out, you will lose. Period. That was a little bit of a sell on the shot, too, last minute that I thought the defender should have had, but it is what it is. I was working with John Merritt at LMU 2018. We'd have a drill where someone would, if they recognize a shot, the defender just calls shot, shot, shot. Wow, nasty drop on that position 1, on that zone 1. And that ball is in, and I thought he might have also had a micro touch, and now the lead is 2 again. Stoyanovsky, Mark, thank you. Stoyanovsky, goofy foot. And Stoyanovsky is a savage. San Wannabes, we need you to help us build San Wannabes, New York City. Well, 2 things are up with that. One, I'm not in New York City anymore. I'm in Hermosa Beach, California. I just have roots in New York City, and I was coaching a couple AVP teams. So when the AVP hit New York City, you saw me out there a lot because I was coaching. I was doing analytics for Rafa Rodriguez, and I was doing analytics and stats for Jeff Samuels, and then later on picked up Earl Schultz and Jake Arudia, Jersey Jake. Let's check the score. Sorry guys, yapping away. Make sure I take care of that. So that's one reason. But you know what? I'll do anything for San Wannabes, but you guys got to do one thing for me. That guy who's doing color commentary for your tournaments, that dude is magnificent. We need to have a united movement and get that man in a high chair. FIVB, AVP, Norseca, I don't care where, I don't care how. We definitely have to. We got to get that guy. You know, I'm always talking about what about me or this or that, but let me tell you something. That dude, sorry, it's 1915, so bear with me on the score. Or I'll just reset it. Yeah, so that San Wannabes, you guys don't know if it's Austin or Dallas. Whoever that guy is, he's a little raw. You know, he's got to get to know the players a little bit. I think we all do. I certainly did. I didn't even know who Mike Dodd was. I spent 10 minutes interviewing the wrong guy when the real Mike Dodd was behind him. It was certainly embarrassing on my part. And it looked like Mike Dodd wanted to let me know and then kind of like change his mind and was like, let this kid suffer. So it's 15-19, right? Let's do that, and I fix the score. San Wannabes Austin. Yep. What's his name again? What's his name? I want his name. That dude is amazing. There are people that I think are deserving to sit in the commentary booth for the AVP, because the AVP, Amazon Prime, is the best thing that ever happened. You're doing 3 courts, and now you got 2. Now you got multiple color commentators for two of those courts. If you ever do a 3rd court, I have 3 candidates. One is Rob Espero, who's a savage. Many people don't like him, but I love him. This kid from San Wannabes, we need to make a united movement. And the 3rd one, unequivocally, is me. I will toot my own horn, and I think I have the gift of gab, and I think I've more than paid my dues as far as climbing up is concerned. That's his name, Chase McKenzie. Give him a shout out from me, if you will. I really like that kid, and I'm calling him a kid because he sounds like a kid. He could be one of these guys who's like 55 and has like a kid voice, like Randy Couture. $16-19. Stafford gets blocked. Very important block by Troy Field. Oh, scratch that. Sorry, that was Billy Allen. Aaron Wexler said, I'm down to do some announcing too. I like that. There's the timeout, intelligent timeout. Let's, I could certainly give you guys volume on them. Maybe, I mean, it's more important to hear the players than me, to be quite honest. Wow, what a block. Now we have ourselves a situation. 18-19. Summer, thank you very much. Molly Turner and I, we talk a lot. I was talking about Chrissy Jones. That was the one I was looking for. Molly knows me. She knows my name. She knows where I live. She knows what room I sleep in. I mean, anytime she wants to come on my podcast, all she has to do is say my name like Candyman. Match point opportunity number 1. Slick and Allen have been cruising with these 21-18 games, and a lot of them haven't been close. People have been catching up at the end, but this one is for real. Bomgren gets the use. Staving off match point for one more play. Yeah, Ronald, that was Billy. My bad. I keep saying Stafford gets blocked. I'm an idiot. Doc Rich. Anyone looking for a good dentist in the New York, New Jersey area? He'll put you to sleep and yank your tooth out. You look like the guy from The Hangover. Kidding. Match point opportunity number 2. Outside set. Billy! He's got to get up. Oh, no. What a crazy way to end the match. And I don't know if his feelings are hurt or if he landed the wrong way, but the net result is the same. Winners, 2-0 on this. Stafford, Slick, Billy Allen. Moving on to the final round. Or scratch that. I believe this is to get into the AVP. For anyone still with me, let's check the bracketology. Yep, they're in. The number 1 seed comes in and plays like a number 1 seed.